guys, it's Empress, back with another one. Let's get to it. It's more than a statement, it's a way of life. Celebration, the Miss Jessie talking. After that Live Aid performance, then we'll do the album Journey in the recap where I rank my favorite songs, my favorite videos, tell y'all my ultimate thoughts about Like a Virgin. Hey! Alright, so let's go. The first interview here, 1985, from a Dutch TV show. Let's go.
Madonna.
Some of your songs like Physical Attraction, Like a Virgin, Material Girl. Could you say that those are autobiographical?
Yeah, well, every song on my new album really is like a different part of my personality. You know, Like a Virgin is kind of innocent sexuality about desire. Material Girl is tongue-in-cheek, sort of humorous approach to how girls are just interested in money and things like that. It depends. They're all different parts of my personality. Not one of them really summarizes me completely.
We'll be looking at the clip in a minute, but it reminds me of some kind of a movie, a mini movie. Was that the intention?
What, Material Girl?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. It was taken. It was originally inspired from a scene in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, which starred Marilyn Monroe, and she did a song called "Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend," and so I based it on that scene in the movie.
Let's take a look at it right now.
Okay.
Just one question. You started off from down at the bottom, and now you're
where else does everyone start?
Celebrated star.
Nah, everybody don't start from the bottom, Madonna. Everybody don't start from the bottom. And shoot, y'all see, I see it. Fame is already starting to drain the girl energy. Okay, like, let's go back. I guess that's what happens when you become number one, right?
Feel to make that move up.
It's fulfilling. I worked hard, and I think that I deserve it, and I would like to maintain the same level of creativity and keep, producing the same amount of stuff. So it's hard, everyone has expectations for you. You get to a certain place, and then you have to prove to everyone that you can stay there. So it feels good, but it's scary.
Three Can on this. Was that the first thing you did?
Well, I went to an audition. That's really kind of how I got into the music business, because I went to an audition that he was holding because he was looking for singers and dancers to go on a world tour. And I went to the audition, but the producer said, "Oh, you're too good. We don't want you to be behind him. We'll bring you to Europe and we'll make you a singing star." Well, I moved to Paris for 5 months, but they never did anything with me. So while I was there, that's when I decided I wanted to be a singer, and I was still dancing at the time. I started writing lyrics and stuff. So when I got back to the United States, that's when I learned how to play instruments, and then it all came.
Shout out to that boy Dan. Breakfast Club documentary taught me that. Alright, let's go.
Together for me. But that was the place that I sort of sat and cooked on the stove and got in my head what I wanted to do and planned everything.
What is some
interesting? Cause remember, if y'all seen that documentary view, I mentioned the dude Norris. He was like how he saw Madonna on the street. Madonna was kind of like, I don't know what I want to do. So over there in France, she got the time to get her mind together. All right, cool, that's good.
Guitar, keyboards, drums.
And you dance and you sing.
Yeah.
Do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
How about your acting career?
Well, I have a movie coming out March 28th, and I have a small part in a movie that's out right now.
Which is?
Vision Quest. The movie coming out on the 28th is Desperately Seeking Susan, which is not a singing role, but a straight dramatic role. And when I'm done with my touring...
So the movie, I forgot. That's what else I gotta do. I gotta look at the movie. So, dramatic? Alright, y'all didn't tell me about that. Let's go.
Get ready for another movie.
You got style, that's what other girls say.
Bonjour, Côte d'Amour. What's your next project?
Well, after my tour, I plan to be doing another movie. Take a break in the summer and start to shoot a movie in the fall. But it's a secret project and I can't talk about it.
Good. So you can actually take some breaks sometimes?
Yeah, actually,
interviews?
I can. Yeah, I just don't tell anyone where I'm going. And I leave for 2 weeks, and no one can find me, so.
With new love?
That's a secret, too.
And again, shout out to Young Madonna's style. Like, I am really loving her style. First album, second album, style is on point. Let's go.
Okay, what other country do you want to explore, and
Well, I haven't been to Australia yet, and I want to go there, and I know I have to go there to do a tour. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go back to Europe, and I'm going to go to England and France and Germany, and then I'm going to go over to Japan and cut down to Australia.
So aren't you afraid they're going to put you in a Mad Max movie?
No, I wish. I would like to be in a movie. No, that wouldn't be possible.
Interesting. Madonna, Mad Max, Beyond Thunderdome. Isn't that Tina Turner? Turn up.
You like the feeling of being recognized in the streets and things like that?
It depends on my mood. Sometimes it's really fun and flattering when people come up to you, but there are times when fans can be very rude to you, and they feel because that you're a public image that they know you personally, and they can come up to you and kiss you or touch you or...
And like, y'all, for real, like, to me, that is low-key weird. Like, I've got a chance to meet some famous people and stuff, and honestly, like, I was never, like, fangirling out in front of them. It's kind of like just talking to... It is just talking to a normal person because they are people, right? I mean, I feel like the only person who I would actually, like, turn up... I think it's 2 people, really. 3 people, am I being honest? 3 people who I just really turn up. One, unfortunately, is dead. That's Michael Jackson. I would probably try to run up and hug him or something. 2, Diana Ross. I don't think I would try to, like, hug her, but I'd probably start crying just because, like, it's Diana Ross. 3, Joan Collins. Like, I freaking love Dynasty. And I would just be like... Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's Joan Collins. Right. Alright, let's go.
Ask you for your phone number or walk you to your door, and it's a little bit alarming. And then after a while, my boyfriend doesn't want to go out with me because he never gets to be alone with me. People are always bothering me.
But if he's famous himself, there might be a chance there.
Then we never...
So, I'm just trying to understand this timeline because, okay, this is 1985. She talking about Jelly Bean and her boyfriend. So, if I'm not wrong, did she get married in 1985 or the next year? Like, y'all let me know this timeline.
Let me stay home and watch TV all the time. Great. I'm going to weigh about 10 more pounds when I leave the store. How's it look?
Where does the name come from?
Madonna.
When were you selected?
I was named Madonna at birth. My mother's name. My real name.
Really?
C'est vrai.
French?
Well, my mother is French. French Canadian. My father's Italian.
Ah, I didn't know that. I thought she was just straight up Italian. Interesting. Alright, let's go.
How come you speak French?
A little bit because I lived in France for 6 months. Paris.
How come?
Because I was going to record on a French record label called Aquarius. The singer Patrick Hernandez. Well, his producers brought me over to Paris. They were going to make me a singing star in Europe, but it didn't work out, so I left.
Always in control, so I left, right? And again, just fate, right? Well, imagine if she had became that little superstar in Europe. They probably had on that like real disco sound played out by the time this interview was done. All right, let's go.
You're spilling water on yourself.
Okay.
Because I lived in Paris for 6 months, and I picked up the language while I was there.
Why did you go there?
A French recording label, Aquarius Records, brought me over there. They were going to make me a star. I auditioned to be a backup singer with Patrick Hernandez when he had a big record called Born to Be Alive. Remember that? Anyway, so I auditioned for them. Then they said that they didn't want me to be a backup singer. They wanted to bring me to Paris and make me a star.
Did it work?
No. But I made myself, well, I left. I was there for 6 months and then I came back. And I was determined to do it for myself. So it helped me.
Whereabouts did you stay in Paris?
I lived on the Boulevard de Courcelles, across from Parc Monceau.
French.
Of course.
What made you come back?
I wanted to, well, because people in Paris aren't in a hurry to get anything done, and I was. That's why. And I hadn't really established myself, my direction yet. They took me when I didn't really know what I didn't want to get stuck in something. I wanted to develop it on my own.
How long?
Smart.
Okay.
develop it on my own ever since I was born. I've been working on it for years.
Yeah, the woman is just full of like quotables, right?
How did you develop your look? What's the Madonna look?
You're looking at it. I can't describe it. I can't describe it. It's a combination of everything that I've seen and experienced in my life, just like my personality.
How do you find yourself in front of the mirror when you make up?
You mean, what do I want to look like?
Yeah.
What do I try to look like? I like to be as simple and glamorous as possible.
How does one achieve that?
By being tasteful and highlighting, highlighting the best parts, the best features that you have. For instance, my eyes. But I don't need to put very much makeup on my eyes to make them look good. They already look good. So you just accentuate things like that.
When you started out, did they try to... Back up, boys. When you started out, did they try to force you to...
For the movie?
No, as a singer.
To change my image? Well, for a while everything was okay, but then I got a manager who wanted to fit me into an image, an idea in her mind that she thought I should be.
Dang. Shout out to Camille, but not really.
And I tried to fit into that, and after about a year and a half, it just didn't work, so I changed. I left her and started over again.
Interesting. Y'all hear that? She always leaving people. All right, let's go.
That's tired, right? I know.
And you know what's so interesting? Maybe this is something about like ambitious women, because there's an interview with Diana Ross and Charlie Rose. It's from 1993. She had just written her autobiography. And the interview, Charlie Rose made a statement. He's like...
Just before I leave you, there is this notion...
You're going to leave me?
There is this
I'll leave
notion...
you.
What?
Alright, let's go.
Are you very much a morning person, or are you more of a...
Morning meaning sad?
meaning dawn?
Oh, yes, I like to get up early. It helps to have insomnia. You're usually awake most of the time. But, yes,
I just laughed at that, but that's interesting, right? He said you're a morning person, and her first mind went to think of like morning, like sad. Underlying sadness for her, maybe, perhaps. All right, let's go.
When I work,
Then
yeah.
you work all the time?
Well, I try to keep myself busy. Like if I can't go to sleep, I try to find constructive things to do with my time, read and write.
Insomnia, right? Michael, Prince, Madonna, all the great singers suffer from this, right? Can't go to sleep. Too much creativity, I guess. Let's go.
Think of new ideas for videos and songs and stuff.
You write all the time?
Not all the time. No one writes all the time. A lot. If not music, in my journal, my diary.
You need like quiet
Madonna, keep a diary.
place to write?
Yeah.
Or do you write everywhere on envelopes or what?
It depends. Usually I like it quiet. But if it won't be quiet and I have to do it, then I have to do it.
Do you remember the first time you set foot on stage?
Ooh, that's tough. I don't know, it had to be some school play when I was a little girl. You know, Christmas show or a talent show. As far back as I can remember, the first show I ever did was in 6th grade. And I painted my body with fluorescent paints, and I put a bikini on, and I put a flashing fluorescent black light in front of me and turned all the lights off and danced in front of it to a song by The Who.
Do you remember the reaction?
Yeah, everyone loved it. My father grounded me for months, punished me afterwards.
Do you remember how you felt when the applause came through?
I loved it. I lived for it. I drank it. And that's when I felt most comfortable.
How was life in Pontiac?
And where?
In Pontiac.
Boring. Scary. Sometimes it was fun, but I had a lot of problems with my, getting along with my parents and my brothers and sisters. I'm from a big family. And there was a lot of, when I lived in Pontiac, there were a lot of, the race riots were going on. There was a a lot of fighting. We lived in a very bad neighborhood. So there was a lot of tension.
What do you like in the city? Why do you like Paris? And if you like New York, why do you like New York?
Because there's tension. Because there's this is like sort of feeling in the air that everyone's just going somewhere and trying to. There's a feeling of desperation and a feeling of urgency. A feeling of like being on the edge. It makes you very aware of. I like.
Wow, it's like all the words I used to describe her. Interesting.
It's inspiring, yes. Yes.
What about Paris?
Paris is different. Paris is old. Paris is kind of like, New York is new debauchery and Paris is old debauchery. And it's a very beautiful city in a different way. I mean, the buildings are really beautiful in Paris. They're not so beautiful here. It's just the energy that's good here.
Yeah, and the grind.
Yeah.
When you're in a group, are you sort of automatically the leader? I mean,
Yes.
a group with friends.
Always.
Is everybody?
Yes.
And she was quick to say yes, right?
Always. I always want to be in charge, be the boss.
Do they follow you immediately?
Of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was cool to see Madonna on the street, right? See some old cars. Being like really candid, but you could tell like there were moments when she would kind of like catch herself, right? And then switch it on, right? So I think it's kind of like we seen like Madonna, the person a little bit, but then like still like Madonna, the star too, right? And I think just based on how she looked, she had really like blew up, and based upon where this interview at, she had blew up. But she was definitely on her way, and again, always very intriguing. Seeing this interview definitely still make me want to be like, whoa, yeah, this girl's pretty cool. I want to hang out with her. So alright, turn out. Let me know what y'all think. Did y'all catch anything that I didn't catch? Or what do you guys thought about this, about any of these interviews? Drop me some comments below. Also, make sure you subscribe and share this video. Hope everybody's out there feeling good, staying safe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Hey, guys. If you're into reading, be sure to check out my books on Amazon. They're in paperback and ebook formats.